one of the many agents that are kind of tied up between wanting to be a solo agent or still powering through either with a team or on a team. That's the conversation that Chris and I had last week for our Ops Insider members during our weekly Power Half Hour Mastermind. Conversation branched in two different directions because we were talking about transitioning from team to solo agent, but it was sparked because of a rainmaker that I know who had asked the question recently. She kind of basically wanted to blow up her team and she wanted to go back into the solo agent role. So she already has a lot of systems and things in place, but she was trying to figure out the best way to still do that while maintaining her level of productivity, right? There's some similar overlap, right, of things that you need to consider, but also very different aspects depending on if you're the rainmaker moving into that solo agent role, or if you are an agent on a team, right? So right now you're getting the support, but now you are breaking away or considering breaking away to go be an independent solo agent. A few different things to think about on both sides is leverage. So if you're the rainmaker, are you still going to be able to afford the same type of leverage that you have been shelling out money for the entire team if you don't have the transactions of the team coming in to offset that? And if you're on the team and you decide to go to the solo agent seat, right, are you going to be able to afford to hire like a VA or something to help you maintain some of the leverage that you've become used to, right? Next would be lead generation. So whether you run the team or you're on a team, a lot of times you're doing lead gen in some kind of community atmosphere, right? Now, there are alternatives to that. You can go join plenty of different free script and role play calls that happen all over the country, right? If you're part of the Pivot Shift Ahead community, then you already know that there's one in every single time zone, for example. And yet it's just something to think about. If you are constantly used to being in that community atmosphere, that team atmosphere, whether you're the rainmaker going solo or whether you're that team agent branching off solo, you're now just going to be a solo agent. So do you have the community to support you, whether it's on the lead gen side or just in general to bounce ideas off of and things of that nature? So wanting to find yourself a community is something else to kind of keep in mind. And then there's cost. If you're now becoming a solo agent, then your expenses are definitely going up. You are now responsible for all of the things, your gifts, your client engagement, your marketing, your listing photography, all of the different things that the team was probably helping cover before now becomes on you. So just make sure that you're prepared for that shift in kind of the expense category so that you don't feel just completely overwhelmed once you make that full shift. Talked about some of these tips and a lot of other things during that Power Half Hour Mastermind. So if you're one of our Ops Insider members and you missed it, go back and watch the replay. It's in the community forum, right? You'll find it with all the other replays there. And if you're not in our community, I don't know why not. I mean, for $12.99 a month, right? You really can't beat that. And these are some of the examples of the great conversations that we have every week, every month, just for you guys.